everybody. Hope everyone's having a fantastic morning, afternoon, or evening, depending where you are. Fuck, how do I stream again? I've been on vacation. Fuck. But yeah, welcome in Jewel. Welcome in 1010 and welcome in Mon. Hi. And Matcha, thank you for the resub. 17 whole months. What the fuck?
I didn't know you streamed. I met you.
Wait, what do you mean? I'm streaming right now. You didn't know I streamed?
That's how I found out.
Okay. But yeah, we're back to Code Realize. It's been several weeks. Like, yeah, it's been several weeks. But
It has.
Yeah, it has. Because last 2 weeks we've been doing other things. Because
like being on a train.
Yeah, like being on a train. Not completing the train otome. Doing monster road trip. It's been an adventure. Huh?
We got an ending for the train otome.
We
got a bad ending
for the monster road trip, though.
We did not get an ending for Monster Road Trip. But yeah, we're finally back to Code Realize. Today is Lupin Backstory Day. That's all I remember. Did not have an opportunity to look back and get a summary. But hi, my name is Nur. I voice Adrak and handle most of the narration.
My name is Tenton, and I voice Lupin. The Assailant. Delacroix. And I think that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, my name is Matcha, and I voice Saint Germain, as well as Van Helsing, and
Sherlock.
Reinhardt, as well as Herlock Schultz.
My name is Moji, and I will be voicing Victor Frankenstein, Nemo, and Alistair.
And I'm Brevi, and I voice Impy, Finis, the Queen, and Omnibus.
So yeah, forgot to adjust the overlay, so I'm just awkwardly resizing the game until I don't have to. You're welcome. So yeah, this is Lupin Backstory, so it's all 10-10. I don't get to talk right now. Yay!
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 I was just the sort of kid you could find anywhere. An orphan with no parents or family. I lived in Paris, pickpocketing every day just to get by.
Oh, he's French.
Oh my god.
And Batman.
I guess I had a talent for French.
Hey, that is my thing.
Shut up, Jermaine. This isn't your flashback.
Oh shit, I'm sorry.
Lucky for me, I was never caught. Not even once. I guess that's not completely true. I did get caught once. I think I was around 10 years old. I tried to grab a guy's wallet, but the moment I touched it, he grabbed my arm. I resisted, but it was all over. Or so I thought. Instead of hauling me off to the police, he said to me, "You lack fundamental skills, but you have potential. I could teach you the real way to be a thief." That's how I met my teacher. He was one of those honorable thieves. He would steal from those who made their money dishonestly and pass it along to the poor. That was his job. I respected him. I was just a kid, and I genuinely thought that what he did was the most amazing thing in the world. I mean, I still do think that he was amazing. He never told me his name. I found it later on. But even now, I just think of him as my teacher. My senpai. Yeah.
Woo!
I learned a lot from him. Infiltration, escape, theft, fraud, disguise. He taught me all the skills to come to mind when you think of thieves or spies. And then, I don't know when I asked him, why is he teaching me so much? And he told me, I have done many dark deeds. Some I did unknowingly, and others I was committing fully aware of the evil I was doing. The reason why I steal for the poor, and why I'm teaching you the skills for survival, is to atone for my sins. I know that none of this will forgive me of my crimes, of course. And that's about it. He never told me any more about it. Instead, he would say, "It doesn't matter what others believe to be right, but always abide by this. Protect your own definition of justice and faith with your very life. That is your only true guide to this world. It's what I was never able to do." Those words struck me deeply. They still hold great meaning to me, even to this day. He spoke to me in French. As to exactly who my teacher was, I found that out much later on.
He was really French.
Oh, he was just the most French. You could call him a French toast.
Damn.
That's right, long after that incident. Several years later, I trained and honed my skills under his tutelage. To be completely honest, I had far surpassed him in terms of pure technique.
Okay.
You know. It was then I found out by coincidence. My teacher had stopped giving the money he stole to the poor. He had tricked me and taken advantage of me. He used the money I had stolen to create a criminal organization, Organization 13. It was a huge shock. I hadn't expected that at all. My body felt as heavy as lead. My teacher had been like a father to me. For a person like that to betray you, you never know what will happen in life. I tried to make him stop, but he wouldn't listen. He cut me out of his life instead. It happened on a rainy day. And then I was lost, not knowing what to do. The criminal organization 13 that my teacher had created was one that preyed upon the weak and gave them X's in their names. And that organization was operating off of the money I had stolen. It troubled me. It troubled me a great deal. Then I made up my mind. My teacher taught me how to survive. He gave me a principle to live by. No matter how he betrays me, my kingdom hearts will always feel awe and respect for him.
Whoa, Sora.
Oh, Goofy! What would the version of him that I feel in my heart do if he uncovered a criminal organization like that? When I thought of it that way, the answer was obvious. I will bring down this organization and open my teacher's eyes. I thought it was a brilliant idea. I thought we'd be able to start over again. I infiltrated the organization and stole all their stored riches and found evidence of their crimes. I donated the money to several different orphanages and anonymously submitted the evidence to the police. But before the police could get involved, the Organization 13 collapsed in on itself. There was internal discord. There's a link right there.
Oh God.
It was because I had driven them into a tight corner.
It was Axel, wasn't it?
No, it was Roxas. They started looking for a traitor among them.
Among Us.
And ultimately killed one another. Fade to black.
Oh, it's a baby. Baby Lupin.
A child.
A child.
Rain sounds.
Whoa.
I was at my teacher's deathbed. That was on a rainy day as well. Bad things happen when it rains, like Batman's parents dying. Always. He had been tossed into a back alley like an old rag. He looked like he'd been through some cruel torture. He had a deep wound that seemed to be critical. I could see at a glance that he had done some terrible things to him. I thought he was already dead. But he looked at me and smiled. He said something to the effect of, "It's nice to know that you would shed tears for even someone like me."
God fucking damn it! I resized it already. God fucking damn it! This is like a
Actually, it's fitting now.
heh.
Wait, it was
I-
fitting now. It doesn't fit.
Yeah.
Wait, why?
So I can see the text?
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah, so,
Oh
so
my
we can see the text, so we can read.
So you can project. You can project the game, source, and use that as the stream.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
pretended to be his son and made the arrangements for his funeral. And I organized his possessions that he had left behind. That's when I found out who my teacher truly was.
Xehanort.
Hey, deal.
It was in a handwritten note that I had found amongst his things. My teacher had originally been an agent belonging to Twilight, a member of Britain's intelligence agency.
Whoa.
It seems he was quite skilled, and he was ranked pretty high too. I'd heard that Twilight was an excellent intelligence agency. His skills and knowledge were well beyond those of an average person. I was surprised, but it also made a lot of sense. I remember exactly what the note had said. "I made my escape from Britain when I saw what Isaac Beckford's plan, Code Realize, entailed."
Roll credits, roll credits, roll credits.
Oh no, wait. It terrified me. I may have been able to stop it if I had tried. And I can tell that the regret of giving up is slowly eating away at my soul. And here's what it said at the end. "Isaac, I ran from that place so that I could stop him someday. And yet, no. Perhaps it was inevitable that I would end up like this since the moment I ran." My teacher had run away from some plan, and it haunted him. And I am his student.
What's student mean? What's his mean? What's his mean? Teacher. This person raised Lupin and taught him everything he knew about gathering information. He ultimately fell to the temptations of greed and created a criminal organization which was later dismantled through Lupin's handiwork.
Oh my god. So, in order to carry out the justice that he had never been able to, and to find out what this plan was that tortured him so badly,
Oh shit, hi.
I came to London, and you know the rest.
I realized by the tone of Lupin's voice that he's reached the end of his story.
Oh, woohoo!
Whoa!
The origin of the great Arsène Lupin is something of a tragic story. I feel like I've touched on a part of his life.
Yeah, well, I mean, I told you part of my life. It happened a long time ago. Cheer up. But do you understand now? I have my own reasons for fighting.
What does that mean?
Oh, if you hit down on the... Okay.
Oh, Arsène Lupin passed. Okay.
Oh, yeah, there we go. It's not like we just went over this.
No. I needed to
alright.
recap immediately. A long time ago, he laughs and talks about it as if it doesn't affect him. But the story was probably not as easy to put in the past as he makes it seem. I can sense it just by looking at his face. Thanks for telling me. I understand why you would risk your life for this. Lupin looks up at me and smiles.
Smile. Alright, but I'm not done yet. I told you I have 2 reasons. Would you care to guess what the other one is?
I spend a moment to think of what it could be, but I come up with nothing.
Oh my god.
I don't know.
Here's a hint then. what's the difference between a monster and a human?
I don't know what he means, but I instinctively flinch at the word monster. I don't know that either. I don't know what he's thinking, seeing me this way, but he has some sort of grimace as he speaks to me kindly.
Grimace shake.
No!
Humans aren't people when they're born. They become human for the first time once they've truly loved someone. So,
Well, that's
it's about whether someone is capable of love or not. I think that's the difference between monsters and people.
You better also be including platonic love in that, or else.
I think it does include a platonic love.
Good.
Hopefully.
Better.
Whether one can truly love or not. I think for a while, then look up. I think
Uh-huh. Go hurt
Lupin,
yourself.
I
Oh.
love you.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Ellipses.
And Victor,
What?
and Van Helsing, Impy, Saint Germain, Deli, and CC2. I enjoy being with all of you so much, and I feel so at ease. Isn't that what love is?
That sounds nice and fun. But the kind of love I'm talking about is a little different.
What he is?
He's
Fucked
talking about
up.
romantic love. Shit.
Bruh.
Fuck you,
Bro.
Lupin.
Fuck.
Fuck
We're all
you.
What?
Don't worry, Kaz. I'm already a monster.
What do you mean?
It's the kind of I love you that you give to the one special person you care about most in the world.
But I watched Maleficent. That's not what happened in that movie.
Play Kingdom Hearts.
Damn.
You'd gladly give up everything you have just to see them smile. That's the sort of feeling I'm talking about.
I do everything for my cat. I think that counts.
Oh,
Same.
puppy.
I do have that. There is someone I feel that strongly for.
Bubby.
It's Bubby. Lupin is looking down at me with kindly beneath the moonlight. A feeling both comforting and painful spreading in my heart. I would gladly give everything I have, everything in the world. If that special feeling is what it means to love someone, then when I think of someone and feel that way, it means he's the one I... Lupin, is there anyone you feel this way towards?
Yes, there is.
Whoa.
Aphobic Lupin. Aerophobic.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh, I guess anybody who's arrow is a monster to you.
Oh, no.
I can't believe it.
You're not
Man.
human if you're arrow. If you're not a person.
Oh my god. When I hear that, my chest tightens and I feel like I'm suffocating. Then I code realize.
When do I tell him I'm a romantic?
This is a bad time. I should tell him I'm arrow, actually. It's because I want to be Lupin's special someone. I want him to say that he loves me. That's when it's become so painful to stay by his side. It's because I've realized that there's no way a monster like me could be good enough for someone like him.
I do love someone. I wouldn't even think twice about giving my life for that one person.
He just picks up Bubby.
Look at this cat. Look at his
I just
big
found.
old eyes that have nothing behind them. That's the other reason why I'm fighting.
Wow, there's nothing behind those eyes. You're right.
It isn't. Not like just like yours, Adrak.
His voice is soft and gentle. His words exude warmth, like they're wrapping themselves around something. Ah, I genuinely feel that I envy this person.
Jesus Christ, Adrak.
How happy that person must be to be loved by him. Staying by his side, talking with him, and laughing with him. How full must their hearts be with their endless conversations and his smile? Honestly, using gender-neutral pronouns? Like, she just like, oh yeah, it's probably Saint Germain, right?
Whoa.
That person, she's a little timid and cries a lot. and I can't keep my eyes off her when we're together.
I don't want to hear this.
Jesus fucking Christ, Adrak!
Can't even bring myself to move away either.
She's really fearful when it comes to herself, but very brave when it's for the sake of other people.
His words are so warm. Even I can tell how much he loves this person. Who's the? There's only one other female character in this game. It's the queen, isn't it? Lupin stops abruptly for a moment as if debating something, then opens his mouth again after a short pause.
She's a foolish girl who, for some absurd reason, has convinced herself that she's some kind of monster.
Well, I never got that impression from the queen. Huh?
Is it because they're a ghost?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, is
Ghost
it CG?
monster.
Oh,
Oh, pretty.
do I need to turn away from the mic?
Yeah, turn away. We'll just get the echo.
I fucking can't do this without the fucking font. Hold on. At first, I... Don't do this. At first, I just felt like I needed to keep an eye on her. She looked like she'd given up on everything. I thought she was a doll, and I don't mean that in a good way. I became involved with her to further my own agenda. I guess what I decided to do in exchange was promise to make her smile.
His words spread through my heart. I can feel that warmth racing through my entire body, make me feel burning hot.
I can't pinpoint the moment when I fell in love with her.
This man always saves me.
I'm talking about London.
Whoa.
It could have been when we first met, or perhaps I gradually fell in love as we spent more time together.
The most romantic love stories between a French man and the city of London. He really is talking about London. Oh.
Or maybe there wasn't any one particular moment when it just clicked. But this feeling is real, understand?
He's always there for me, to save me.
Human, monster, that stuff doesn't matter. See, I'm not aerophobic.
Monsters are people too.
I love you. I'm dead serious.
It occurs to me for the first time now. Every time Lupin has saved me, smiled at me, and lifted my spirits,
Really?
I
The
loved him a
first
little
time
bit
only
more.
now? Damn it.
I had grown to think of him as the most important person in this world.
Well, anyway, I just want to try to make her happy somehow. It's all I think about. So I'm going to tackle this issue seriously with everything I've got. And those are my reasons for fighting. Do you understand everything now, my beloved princess?
He says this playfully, and I can't help but smile. I don't think you need to trouble yourself with making that person happy.
Shut up.
she's probably already quite happy.
I don't know. About like 20 scenes ago.
I mean, she probably already knows how much you love her.
I'm honored.
Lupin, I never realized.
Oh, I know, honey. Realized what?
That I've been human for a long time now. And it's thanks to you, Lupin.
Is that so? I realized a long time ago that you're human.
Wow. He smiles mischievously, but I look down in embarrassment. But I am happy. The sad, sullen feeling I had earlier has dissipated somewhat. I'm genuinely happy that Lupin is here next to me right now. I hope from the bottom of my heart that I can go on feeling this joy forever. Then,
No more joy.
before dawn breaks, the joy left. The preparations for battle began under Victoria's command. This means he got our forces ready to attack within 24 hours of escaping from the rebels'
We're under
raid
fucking
on Buckingham
attack.
Palace.
Look what you've done to my peonies! They're miracles! God, I think she's right. They are miracles. I may not know my flowers, but I know a bitch when I see one.
Wow. It's
That's
like
you?
you
I've never
timed
seen
that
that
for
one
me.
before.
Yeah, it's
Oh, I
new.
love that one.
Wow, it's perfectly timed to explain who I am to this story.
We know a bitch when we see one. Is that Van Helsing saying it? Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Errol.
Yeah. Although it may not be one of us paying the price, be prepared to see many lives sacrificed in the course of this battle.
Be prepared.
As Lupin said, those who don't want to face death should stay behind.
Those who don't want to face death should stay behind.
Okay, I'm sitting. I'm not doing anything.
I'm
I am staying in the safe house forever. It's just like
Wait.
Fury, for real.
Wait, no.
Oh,
no,
not
no,
again.
no,
Don't say
no,
that.
No, no, absolutely not.
Van Helsing looks around sharply at those of us who have gathered in front of him. I guess I'm going. I have to now. Keep moving forward.
Just
And-
like the one Disney movie, keep moving forward.
Any
Monty,
doubt I
is that
had
you?
about whether or not I'm a monster have disappeared. Lupin loves me.
Yeah.
I love Lupin.
Cool.
That's all I need to know and understand.
There's no turning back now. I won't run away ever again.
This battle is to decide the future of Britain. Honestly, I'm not interested at all. I couldn't give a shit.
Impy?
What? But Adrak, she might be saved. There's no way I'll sit this one out.
There
You know we're not dating, right?
Huh?
Yeah, not dating.
You what?
Mary.
What'd you say? I'm sorry. Did you cough? Sorry.
Oh,
Didn't hear that.
Nothing.
I'll stick around to the end as well, in order to see this thing through.
What the fuck?
Top hats
What?
together. You're getting the treatment now.
Yeah.
Let's get going then. Deli, check care of Cece while we're gone, alright? I'm coming too.
We're all taken aback by this. He falls silent with a serious expression.
Why, a battle between humans should be of no concern to you.
I know. I have no interest in human wars. They can quarrel amongst themselves all they want. But if this fight drags on, there'll be more victims, won't there? I can't stand by and do nothing. Those with power have the responsibility of using that power for good.
Thank you,
Okay,
Uncle Ben.
Spider-Man.
Deli says this quietly with determination.
I don't know if I said that quietly. Whether vampire or human, like Impy.
Whoa, wait, what?
What?
Impy's a
Huh?
vampire.
No.
What?
What? Why are you lying, dude?
What?
What?
You, man, you're
Why
such
are you
a
making stuff
joker.
up?
I've known you.
He's just a human, right?
Father died.
Yeah, I'm totally normal human, dude.
Yeah, he's not
It
a
would be
vampire.
wrong to not use our powers within the weak when the weak
Yours?
are about to become victims.
Your
Impy
powers.
Deli.
and
Imp-
Impy.
Impy isn't a vampire.
Yeah, no, not at all, man.
More like Stimpy. Ah, I see. You've developed quite a valiant way of thinking and a verbose humor.
Silence. I have a great deal to think about. This is what my noble father would have done. That's all. Now,
Your dead
Impy,
father.
let's.
Van Helsing lightly pats Deli on the shoulder as the boy looks down.
We appreciate your aid. Your words and how true they ring. I'll never forget them.
Oh.
Aw. Van Helsing
Aw.
gives the vampire boy another look.
You are my son. Thank you.
Wait, I trained you, you fucking monkey.
With that, he leaves the room.
You're my son now. I'm adopting you.
He just said thank you?
Did he just adopt that kid? I didn't know that was in his vocabulary.
Yeah, adoption? Deli looks towards Van Helsing's back in shock, then smiles bravely.
I am the noble king of the Nosferatu people. The king must always speak the truth. Impy's a vampire.
No, stop. You're not supposed to lie.
Deli leaves the room next, then Impy, Victor, and Saint Germain follow.
You
I take in a
vampire.
small breath. This is likely to be our last battle. I feel it in my bones. Lupin turns to me, then extends his hand with a serious expression.
Mademoiselle Adrak, may I escort you to the path that leads to your future?
Oh, you are French.
Ew.
I laugh at his dramatic delivery. It would be my pleasure, Monsieur Lupin.
Oh, French!
It's
Oh my
infecting me.
god.
I gently take his hand and our eyes meet. I feel like our hearts have connected and now words are unnecessary. That's not true, Adrak. You still need words. We travel through the middle class district with Lupin leading us.
The middle class.
We're supposed to break into the cathedral while dodging fire from the gun turrets during the attack by the British troops. I go over our current situation and our mission a couple times in my head. Suddenly, Lupin stops and looks ahead of us up the street as if in anticipation. There's an explosion in the distance, and the path ahead takes a subtle scarlet tinge.
Boom. It started. Oh,
It's a pitched battle.
the unit fighting in the forefront. The forefront is a diversion, and a separate unit will be entering the premises.
Wait, he's French too.
The plan, yes, glad to have noticed, to attack both inside and out simultaneously, was it not?
Right. I told them in the best route to break in. The rest is up to Sholmes' plan. I'm crossing my fingers that Finnis hasn't gone and outplanned us.
Crossed fingers won't do any good. Let's get in there before the confusion of battle dies down.
With this, Van Helsing begins running forward. We all nod to one another, then hurry onward to the cathedral. St. Paul's Cathedral is already surrounded by conflagration. Okay, dictionary experts
Wow.
over here. Wow,
All
thank
right.
you, using your synonyms, guys.
Ah, I love cinnamon.
I love cinnamon. The explosions and gunfire seem to be adding fuel to the flames started by last night's battle. See, you don't need to use fancy words, you can just use flames.
I
means
love
the same fucking thing.
cinnamon. I add it to my Coca-Cola every day.
Yeah, wait, what, wait.
we hold our breaths as we all run through the intense heat and smoke.
Almost there. Oh,
You're fighting up ahead.
Whoa, this is getting pretty intense.
Oh shit. Soldier A.
Right. Where are these men attacking us from?
Look out! They translate soldiers! Don't let the car down or we'll all be killed!
I can hear the tense shouts of the soldiers. Lupin takes cover behind a collapsed wall to examine the situation. We all follow his example and join him in hiding.
This is looking like an uphill battle, as it is going uphill to get there.
no, it's a straight line, Saint Germain.
Oh,
Saint
I've been
Germain.
leaning back.
Oh
No, leaning forward.
Saint Germain peeks over the wall and reports what he observes with his closed eyes.
Seems like those who were supposed to breach the cathedral haven't gotten around to it yet.
We have some problems of our own to deal with before we can get in.
I propose a change of plans.
Everyone turns to him.
We enter from the front. That way, we can reduce the number of enemies we face inside on our way in.
That sounds like you want us to bulldoze our way in.
I nod in response. Lupin narrows his eyes slightly as he looks out in the battlefield ahead.
No, Van Helsing's idea is the most realistic. If we can sneak in there, there's no point if the queen loses. Even if we can sneak in there.
So that means we're gonna be fighting too, huh? Roughhousing isn't Mr. MP's favorite activity.
Oh, you vanilla boy.
Well,
Mr. Impy?
Mr. Impy.
no.
Beat.
Come on, guys. Y'all bullying me.
If it's been decided, shall we go? We wouldn't waste any more time debating. We shouldn't, not wouldn't. Fuck.
I nod to myself to mentally prepare for the next moments. The battlefield is only a stone's throw away. Bullets and blades fly in the brutal fight. There are already piles of the fallen, both enemy and ally, everywhere. The enemy soldiers are here in great number, and Twilight forces are mixed in among them. The loyal troops seem to be at a disadvantage in terms of weapons, numbers, and fighting abilities. They're doing really bad out there.
The Queen's men are an inferior force, no matter how you look at it.
Thanks, Audrey.
There's no backing down. The fate of it rests on the shoulders. Fire, fire.
The man shouting commands looks like he's the leader of the platoon. He encourages the intimidated soldiers under his command to somehow keep trying to push forward. Soldier?
Wow.
Can we appreciate soldier?
Soldier.
Soldier. How the fuck?
I don't know, man. However, a bullet rips through his chest and he falls to the ground in a heap. We need to help the soldier. Lupin grabs my arm as I try to run forward.
It's no use.
Take this.
He was killed instantly.
No, that's so horrible.
All fair is in love and war.
Every war is terrible. People die when they get killed.
What? Victor's expression
Wow.
is strained as he takes the test tube out of his coat. 3 of them,
Okay.
actually.
I should stop killing people.
He throws the tube at a group of enemy soldiers that have been firing nonstop. The test tubes breaks at their feet, and a cloud of smoke immediately forms, obscuring them from view.
What is this?
Yeah, the smoke screen. Watch out.
Van Helsing takes a step forward as the enemies recoil. But a small figure darts into the smoke before he can take another. As soon as the figure disappears into the smoke, I hear the sound of brutal hand-to-hand fighting. Once the smoke dissipates, I see a crowd of fallen soldiers. And Deli standing there confidently.
I'll take over here.
You,
Soldier boy.
son.
Oh, God.
Son boy.
Oh, no. Fucking hell. You have other things to do, father. Leave the trivial fights to me.
I'm so proud of you.
Deli turns to us and gives us a small smile.
Go. I hope you find a way to help with your poison. And
Deli,
your empty brain.
Deli, I'm
and
so
the fact
proud
that
of
Impy's a vampire.
He's not a vampire.
I'm
just
not.
I'm just so proud of you because he got adopted.
Oh my god.
Deli nuts. Enemy soldiers begin to appear from all around, about to surround the loyalist troops. However,
Ah!
Deli runs like
Punch.
runs like a shell fire from a cannon, knocking down any foe he comes into contact with.
铁掉鸟小，想问一下 powerful can you be a vampire?
No.
Hey, put up shadow, okay. All of you, there's a kid doing all fighting out there. We can't let him show us up.
The other soldiers call out in agreement.
Yeah.
At the same time, we begin to hear sounds of fighting coming from within St. Paul's.
It sounds like the other unit's gotten inside. All hope isn't lost yet.
Yeah, now's our chance. Let's go.
Lupin starts Lupin starts
Spiriting.
spiriting, spritting,
Spritting.
Lupin
Spritting.
starts spritting towards the building. Oh no,
Uh-huh.
this game is like falling apart in our hands.
When Lupin's
Dear Lord.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, thank you, cute single girl in your area, Deli. I only catch a glimpse of him before I dash away. Deli, no, Van Helsing's son. Slightly raises his hand in response to my shout of thanks. The battle within the cathedral is the continuation of the chaos outside. The soldiers who broke in are going head to head with the enemy forces who had been crammed inside. It looks like most of the enemies here are Twilight soldiers. Their quick movements and precise sword techniques take down the government soldiers one after another.
I figured as much. Infinis is nowhere to be seen.
Van Helsing sounds annoyed and cautiously looks around him. Of course, the enemies inside have no intention of letting us take our time and begin to attack us as soon as they see us.
Whoa. Close call.
Lupin, who is at the front, jumps back from a swing by a Twilight soldier just in time. Once Lupin retreats, Van Helsing strolls forward. Naturally, the enemies rush towards him. Look out! In the next instant, there is a loud roar, and the enemy soldiers are thrown into the ground, where they lie motionless. Fucking killed him.
Look out! For what? For what, dude? Why did I read it like that? Stop wasting your time worrying about me and find the way up below ground.
I've already found it, actually.
what? Seriously?
The wall to the far west. There's something strange about it. It's most likely a hidden door over there.
Lupin points to the far end of the cathedral.
That's west.
Can you tell?
Not at all, but if Lupin says so, he's probably right.
Okay, fair.
Let's head that way, then.
We move forward through the fierce fighting. Oh. We took flying bullets, and Van Helsing, Victor, and Saint Germain take down all the enemies that come our way. And Impy...
We will never have enough lives for this man.
A Twilight soldier appears in front of Impy, striking at him with the sword. But before he hits, Saint Germain pierces his sword through the man's shoulder.
Dude! Thanks a million, Sainty G. I can always count on you as like a normal human trying to fight, you know?
Don't worry. Your protection comes second only to ours.
Second, Sainty G, do you hate me?
Second place isn't hated, friend.
Oh. The enemies start to focus on us, coming at us in huge waves.
Having them follow our every move would be annoying. This might be a good time to shut them down. Victor, Count, help me.
You got it.
I suppose I can't refuse someone who relies on me. I shall do my best. Lupin, you go ahead and get that hidden door open.
Hey, Van Helsing, what about me? Don't you need Mr. Impy's help?
Why are you calling
The
yourself
only
Mr.
vampire
Impy?
I work with is my son.
Well, I'm not a vampire, so it's fine though.
Okay. No, you're a vampire. My son told me, and I believe his every word. You're in the way already.
Oh, rude!
I mean, it's fine if you were a vampire, but I don't.
While they snipe back and forth, Lupin lifts me into his arms.
Our team is so reliable. Well, I'm counting on you all.
Lupin.
It's fine. This will be less hassle.
Not a single one of the enemies notices us as Lupin starts running. He finds blind spots in the enemy's vision and slips through their lines without any of them catching on. He moves almost like magic.
The young girl's heart.
Do you believe in magic? And then we're at the wall on the far side before we know it. Thank you for the care package, Baron. Everyone else is still behind us. Lupin, the others aren't here yet.
I wouldn't worry about them. They'll catch up on their own. More importantly...
Lupin pauses, then hunkers down and starts feeling around on the floor. It takes only a few moments.
Found it. This is the way to the hidden underground section of the cathedral.
As Lupin says this, I see a square hole open right by his feet with stairs leading downwards.
Time for this show to reach its climax. May I have your hand, my lady? Oh.
Lupin extends his hand to me as he asks. Once the others have all caught up, we start descending to the long, dark staircase.
What are you
St.
fucking
Paul's
doing here?
Cathedral has always had an underground vault. All the saints can have access to our abodes.
Saint Germain narrates our trip while our footsteps echo down the stairway.
What?
It was originally intended for use as a crypt, and only special heroes who did a great service to Britain were placed there.
Are we heading to that crypt right now?
Are you talking to... Why are you here?
You know.
No. Gauging from how far down we've gone, we're probably even further below ground than that.
Come to think of it, I can no longer hear the sound of fighting up from above. It's very quiet here and eerie.
Oh, hi.
I thought I'd come to know everything about London.
A girl gotta keep his secrets.
But I was unaware that this cathedral had any such facility beneath it.
If you find Dr. Robotnik, well...
Dr. Robotnik? Saint Germain
I
sounds
miss my wife tales.
Oh, sounds impressed, and his voice echoes around us. Ahead of us lies Father's secret. Hey, this looks familiar.
Wait a second.
Wait a minute.
Whoa.
Wait a second.
Not this CG.
We finally reached the bottom of the long staircase, and now we're back to the beginning of the route. We discover a dimly lit path that looks exactly the same as the one we walked through in Father's underground laboratory. At least we're
He
acknowledging it.
acknowledged it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We walk a few paces down the seemingly endless path.
Antivirus alert.
Oh,
Your
burp!
PC is absolutely
Wow.
fucked.
Burp. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for the raid. Hi, my name is Neurosis. I'm a computer virus PNG tuber. I'm here joined by Tenten, Matcha, Moji, and Brevi, and we are reading through Code Realize. We're almost set. We're like getting to like the second half of the Lupin route of Code Realize. So if you do not want spoilers, that is your warning. But yeah, thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed your Ask Creed 4 stream. I think this is Finis.
Yeah, I think it's finished.
Yeah.
You're already here. I hadn't expected you to be here so soon.
Hey, guess
brought
correctly.
Hello.
Saint Germain.
It was Saint Germain.
What?
I brought Saint Germain to stab you again.
He appears
Again? Are you serious?
as if melting out of the darkness. Kingdom Hearts. None of us can hide our shock or distress from seeing immortality step out in front of us.
You're immortal. I see. I still can't quite believe it, even though the proof is standing right in front of me.
Well, that's only natural. For humans like you die once and that's it. You don't get to come back.
I can keep him stabbing you.
I really would rather not.
That's why Saint Germain's here. He sensed it.
From the way you say it, I take it that you aren't humans then.
Do you find that so hard to believe? I have a monster for a sister. It stands to reason that I would be a monster as well.
He chuckles to himself, then without losing his composure, makes a motion like he is contemplating something.
Civil war is raging above ground, and it seems that the nearby nations have already caught on to the troubles within Britain. If this insurrection takes any longer to subdue, it can only lead to war. Are you sure you want to waste your time here?
Not to worry. We have a pretty headstrong queen on our side. I'm sure she'll be able to put down this ridiculous rebellion in no time.
And the civil war? Oh, I see. You don't understand, and you never will.
Oh my god.
Huh?
What?
What are you all doing here?
Get here!
Hello.
Hi, Victor.
Blame yourself.
Oh my god.
There's no need for further discussion. We'll shut down the root of all of this evil right here.
Van Helsing speaks coldly to Finnis, who still seems to be in a good mood through all this.
Finnis, you are the leader of the rebel forces. Are you prepared to meet your fate?
Do what you will. I didn't even see you guys get down here. You don't have to sugarcoat your words, you know. You resent me and you want to kill me. Just come right out and say it.
Before we can stop him, Van Helsing pulls the trigger.
Pull my devil trigger!
There's a gunshot and a thick spray of blood. Oh shit! Van Helsing
Ouchie.
kill stealed. Finnis's body is thrown back, flying through the air.
What you said?
The corpse rolls away into the darkness.
Not the
Only
only
meant well, because
Of course it did.
He shot him at close range with an actual buckshot. It's obvious what the result would be.
You shot a buck out of that?
Oh. But on the other hand, I have an extremely irrational surety.
Really? You couldn't use any other?
There's no way Finnis would die. For some reason, I firmly believe this impossibility. I'm certain of it. Then, as if to prove my conviction right,
I'm back, bitches. Are you satisfied now?
he appears in front of us again.
You're completely unharmed. It's quite an extraordinary thing to witness immortality with your own eyes, ironically said.
Yeah,
Saint Germain seems detached as he makes this observation, but Van Helsing calmly levels his gun at Finnis again. I gotta pick up a cat. A second.
Hi, buddy.
Whee!
Bobby, get back over here.
Bobby.
Bobby. Bubs.
just assume he's like looking around with his big ol' eyes.
Oh yeah.
What?
Bobby is happy that Nura is back.
He sure is. But he like wanted to get up on something and then he just walked away as soon as I walked over to pick him up. Like,
Yeah, sounds
you
like
little
a cat.
idiot.
Yep.
Yep.
Sounds familiar.
With another series of shots, Finis crumples pathetically to the floor, but
Ha
oh fuck.
Oh, Jesus.
Finis's laughter fills the room, and he steps out from beyond the darkness yet again. Oh, whoa! This time there's two of them.
Ew.
Shit.
Ew, that's cringe.
Two.
You're cringe.
Two. Two of them.
Two of
What? What?
Don't
Wait,
talk to,
what?
don't talk to me or my son ever again. Even Van Helsing is compelled to lower his gun with wide eyes. Oh fuck! No.
Ew.
Hi.
Then following suit, multiple Finisses appear from the surrounding darkness.
Yes, Finis and Finis and Finis and Finis.
Hello,
Now
hello,
his name
hello,
is Bob.
hello.
Before we know it,
And
we're
that
surrounded by
one's Charlie.
several exact copies of Finis.
Oh my God, Charlie.
Huh? Did I fall asleep or something? There's so many of him.
If you did, then this is definitely a vampire nightmare.
Why has it got to be a vampire nightmare?
Mm-hmm.
So this is the trick behind your so-called immortality.
In response to Van Helsing's whispered accusation, the central Finis smiles a beautiful yet haunting smile.
It's not something to be so shocked about. As I said earlier, my sister is a monster. Naturally, I myself am one too. And so's that one, and that one, and that one.
Of all
What
the
about
figures, what about Bob?
Oh, it's partially.
He's just like a normal dude. In the middle
Yeah,
of
he
them.
just kind of came in here and we didn't have the heart to make him leave, so
He's a cosplayer.
we got him a wig, got him an outfit. You know, he fits in.
He's just really passionate about cosplay.
He
I'm just
is.
really happy to be here.
We're happy to have you, Mom.
Nothing.
Of all the figures around us, the one Finis seems to be speaking to us as a representative.
Although I will say, I'm not a homunculus. Sister and I are fundamentally different, depending on which of us has a ha-ha.
He looks coldly at me as he says this. I also feel him staring at me with murder in his eyes. He carefully takes his glass-like eyes off of me when he begins walking back into the darkness, Kingdom Hearts.
Father's secret. That's what you came here to find out, right, sister? Come with me and be ready to risk your life.
He stops only once and turns to me with an angelic smile.
I'll show you the truth. And together, let's become a part of Father, part of the newly born god.
I don't want to do that.
Hmm.
Finis calmly melts away into the darkness and Van Helsing immediately tries to follow.
Wait.
Oh, fuck.
Fuck you.
But a group of Finisses attacks us all at once as if to block us.
Ugh.
Whoa! Hey! Watch where you're shooting, dude!
Whoa.
Oh my God, let's go. He gets
Let's
the
go
second
again!
The egress has been cut off as well. If things have come to this.
Saint Germain grabs one of the attacking Finisses and easily tears him apart.
I'm
What?
sorry.
What?
Like rips him apart.
Like
what?
ripped? He's ripping.
Like just
What?
yanks.
He then,
This has been a satisfying day.
he then quietly looks over at Lupin and me.
Please move on, you two. We'll take care of this.
The last time you said that, y'all followed me.
Just to murder Venice.
Huh? Wait. She needs an escort, so I. can
Not
do-
that kind of escort.
Impy,
Huh?
keep your eyes on the enemy. There's one in front of you, you idiot.
Huh? Oh, fuck.
Combat is not of Mr. Lupin's fortes. And if we are placing her success above all else, he is a reasonable choice. Any objections?
Yes.
Objection!
Yeah, I have one.
Okay.
I should be the escort.
None.
My
I owe
route
you
part two.
guys.
No,
Uh-huh.
we already did your route. We leave them behind as Lupin grabs my hand and begins running at full speed. We continue to push forward into the darkness. The path seems to go on forever, filled with a dark, oppressive silence that would make anyone else feel alone and uneasy. But right now, Lupin has my hand. Lupin, who loves me for who I am. That's why, no matter what lies beyond this darkness, I feel like I'll be alright. Soon I see a faint light ahead. That must be the place where the secret to Father's plan, code realized, must lie. Roll credits. Father's secret, my secret, will be uncovered.
My
Then-
code realize.
We follow the faint light into a new space. Okay. Yo!
That's
whoa.
the title screen!
Yeah, there. We
Wow.
found the title screen.
Oh, shit.
There's a vast expanse, so large that it's hard to believe it could be underground. A huge machine about 10 meters in diameter is perched at the center. I see some strange objects all throughout the room. These objects, a countless number of small metallic discs, weave a complex, slow dance along the walls and floor.
Oh, what is this? Some sort of massive celestial globe?
It's all a huge machine in which each part moves slowly according to some rule. I don't know what some rule. The parts move slowly but steadily, almost like the ever-changing patterns in the sky. This is Father's secret?
Gross.
Not quite.
Finis!
Why are you surprised you followed me?
Another one.
Anyway. Another one.
Another one.
This machine is Father himself. And also me, myself.
I don't understand. What do you mean?
Stop being so cryptic! Weren't you going to tell her the truth and nothing but the truth?
Oh, that's right. Don't be so impatient. I will keep my promise. Both.
Both?
Okay.
There's both, but there's 3 people in the room. Huh?
Now, I'll show you. This is the reality of me, Finis.
He suddenly pulls out a pistol and he points it. What? At his own temple.
Oh my god, Persona 3.
Then he fires without hesitation.
Persona.
Ellipses.
Super Bowl line.
Oh no,
Oh
no.
god.
What? I can't help but ask, even though I know that I won't give a response. Lupin and I stared at Finis, who has now become an unmoving corpse. But then,
It was just a little performance of sorts. You seem none too pleased by it.
No.
Didn't like my
No.
magic show?
I hear a voice. Finis? The voice doesn't come from the body on the floor, but echoes throughout the entire room.
Don't be so alarmed. I'm right in front of you.
What? Could it be? Finis?
Right. The Finis you're used to seeing out there is merely a biological terminal, a puppet.
What does biological terminal mean?
Look it up.
A doll controlled by Finis's true body. Most of it is fashioned from living flesh and blood that was grown for this purpose. The doll looks just like
Bro.
Isaac's lost son, which is proof that Finis yearns for his father's— What?
You're gonna give a lore drop in the glossary that
Really?
you could miss
What?
easily? Really?
Okay.
Why would you? Okay. This is my true form, my main body.
Okay. An immense celestial sphere-like machine buried beneath St. Paul's Cathedral. The reason Finis is believed to be invincible is because the form he takes on is really a makeshift body. Okay.
Aren't you glad I left these glossary entries for you?
I'm very glad. I didn't know about your daddy issues, dude.
I don't like to talk about it. Even if one of the terminals breaks, I simply have to prepare another. There are an infinite number of replacements. That's why I'm immortal. Isn't it funny that Van Helsing was going around so desperately, doing nothing but breaking worthless dolls?
No.
The real Finis is a machine. Wait, Van Helsing, when did you get here?
I thought it was hilarious. Does it matter if I'm a machine or not? You've simply a doll yourself.
You've simply a doll.
And this body is me, but at the same time, it is our respected father as well.
Father? For a second, I don't know what he's saying.
My existence serves basically as a memory device to store father's mind.
Store his mind?
Walt Disney?
Surprise!
Oh, fuck, DMCA'd.
No!
Yes, this body contains the mind of this century's greatest genius, Isaac Beckford. It is filled with so much knowledge on various cartoon characters, and...
Oh, just like me, for real.
This vessel itself is Code Realize, roll credits. The key to the creation of a new god.
A new god. I'd heard those words from Finis's mouth many times by now. But the more he tells me about it, the more surreal it all seems. There's no way that a man could create God. I think that anyone would feel that the way I do. However, Finis only laughs, saying that this is a given.
Teach me about
bazongas! Whoa! Don't go shouting things like that!
Why'd you have to shout that, Finis?
Anyway, any ordinary person would think that way. You know, about bazongas, but father can do it.
Father can do it.
He and I think the same. Didn't I tell you? We are cogs in father's grand machine.
For bazongas?
Truth is a strange thing. I am his mechanical vessel with an intellect far more advanced than any humans. And the Ha, a symbol of immortality and perpetual engine of life, will power it.
Don't show my boobs on screen. Bazongas.
You see why we were shouting it now? It's very, very important. What do you think if father's mind and his spirit can obtain these things?
Say boobs?
What do you think? A body that will never decay and an infinite capability of thought. It could bend the world as we know it to his will.
Okay.
What else could you call something like that besides God?
You're right.
Father is literally trying to become a Deus Ex Machina.
You know, there's easier ways to transition, you know? You don't have to do through this.
He has his own way of doing things, alright?
Yeah. The doll that had been lying on the ground slowly stands up as his voice speaks. It shakes as it cocks his head from one side to another with a blank expression. Just as Finis said, it's like a puppet being controlled by strings.
So, come with me, sister, to realize father's dream. So that I can be loved by father and can become one with father.
You know, I know a doctor. You don't have to do this.
It's a bit late for that, isn't it?
I get chills and take a few steps back. Lupin, however, takes a step forward as if protecting me.
Thank you very much for the explanation, but she's mine now. I can't just sit here and nod as you take her away. Now, what I have here is a powerful explosive designed by our very own foolish engineer. Answer my questions, or else I'll use it to destroy this main body of yours.
A bomb. I see. Resorting to rather primitive methods, aren't we? Oh. And here I'd been told that you never used weapons that would harm others.
I don't condone violence, but if it's to protect the woman I love, then I won't even hesitate.
Lupin.
Tell me how to remove her poison. What's so funny?
Don't worry. Sister's poison will disappear on its own.
What? What do you mean?
Once the heart's purpose has been fulfilled. Meaning, when it becomes one with Father, the poison will disappear. It would be tragic if his new body melted immediately. But, of course, that would mean that Sister will cease to exist as well.
You.
Me?
Both. What was that?
It is time.
A sudden rumbling begins, quickly becoming so strong that we cannot remain standing. The ceiling is unable to withstand the shaking and begins to collapse on us.
Whoa, watch out!
I quickly take Lupin's hand and jump away from the large chunk of falling debris. The crash I'm expecting doesn't come. I turn back and look. What?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's going on? Has the whole world been turned upside down? We're underground, but we can see the sky. So, everything above us was sucked up into the air somewhere? I'm just gonna assume that's Finis.
Oh no. I don't think it's Finis.
Marvelous! This is fantastic. Oh wait, it's Nemo.
Oh my god, it's Nemo!
Marvelous! This is fantastic! Behold the might of the gravity alleviator!
I told y'all that everyone would come back.
Wow.
I've heard the shrill voice somewhere.
Somewhere.
Somewhere before.
Somewhere over the radio.
That voice is far too distinctive to ever be forgotten.
Yep.
Oh, you got that right.
I know that voice.
You sure do. Yeah, it's that bonkers scientist we were up against in the airship race.
He's right. I tried to remember his name. That's Nemo? What is he doing here?
Oh god.
My amazing mind has arrived to bring Master Isaac's long-awaited wish to fruition.
We listened to the voice in complete shock.
What? Adrak, run!
It's too late.
It's never too late.
Lupin's shout is just a split second too slow. Steel wires shoot out like living snakes. In an instant, they wrap around my body, trapping me. The thick wire begins to cut into my skin. Ow. Ah. Several wires entangle me and lift me up into the air as I struggle in pain. Ah.
Adrak!
I hear him shout from behind me and I twist around to look at him.
Finis, let go of her! Do you want me to destroy you?
Lupin raises his arm, prepared to throw the bomb.
Well, go ahead, but you know that sister will be destroyed along with me.
He hesitates for a moment, and a different wire whip whips across his body.
I whip my hair back and forth.
His shout of pain fills the hall. Lupin, you whipped too hard. Nemo's high-pitched, cruel laughter rains down on us.
Show time!
His voice is completely off kilter. The ground begins to shake once more. The central globe in the middle of the area begins falling into the sky. It's like the sky and Earth have switched places.
Let's go, sister. Everything is about to begin. The moment when we will be rewarded shall soon arrive.
God, let me go, let me go.
I am coming. Adrak.
Is this really the right time, Lupin? He gets up and starts to run.
There's just a lot of vibrating and shaking.
He jumps up with all his might.
There's whips.
There's whips, you know.
Whoa.
Lupin flies through the air towards me as if he somehow has gained momentum in the air. You know, he's not flying, he's falling towards me. The force that is pulling the massive globe into the air is probably working on Lupin as well. He's holding onto one of the wires in one hand and comes as close to me as he possibly can.
Grab my hand!
He shouts at me forcefully. Lupin! I reach out as far as my arm will go. But then...
Not so fast.
Oh no, they flipped it upside down!
I
Just turned back.
flipped it.
No! Whatever power is causing me and the globe to rise in the sky must no longer be working on him. Oh, they flipped it again! He falls straight towards the ground. I hear his groaning all the way up here. No!
Sister is mine. I won't let anyone else have her. We will become one.
Ew.
We will finally be loved.
I already have that, dude. Ew. Get away from me.
I don't.
His voice makes my heart quiver.
It's time to start thinking about self-love, Finis.
Lupin!
I'll steal you back, Adrak. I promise you. Trust me. So have faith and wait for me.
Lupin! The globe and I climb higher and higher into the air, and Lupin and I get farther and farther apart. Can we get much higher? I will! I shout down to him. Wow! I was able to believe in myself because you loved me.
Oh my god, Naruto.
I can be a human because I love you. I believe in you. I'll wait for you. So promise me. Promise me. Promise that we'll meet again. I clench my fist tight as I whimper.
Anyways, roll the credits.
Anyway, that's the end of the game. we did it. Oh.
What is that?
What is that? By this time, the fighting on the streets above has ceased. Just as the government troops are about to gain control over the rebels, something suddenly came down from the sky. Something unimaginably huge. You didn't think this would come back, did you? Calling it a flying battleship wouldn't do it justice. It's a flying fortress, or perhaps even an entire city, rotten steel and hovering in the air above London.
I pressed on the moon!
You idiot!
How is something like that capable of flight?
A strange orb floats up from the cathedral and into the enormous hovering thing. Lanhart stares up in shock as all this takes place before him. More than just Lanhart. Everyone, enemies and allies alike, are transfixed by the scene before them. A mechanical monster floating in the night sky. The sight is so far from anything that any of the people here have seen in their entire lives.
Is it going away?
Suddenly, The floating behemoth drops a glowing blue object. It falls straight down into the plaza in front of the cathedral.
Look, something fell out of it.
Oh, it gave birth.
No. What?
Was that someone saying something?
Thought that was the soldier.
Oh no.
Is it some kind of chaos emerald?
It's an understandable question.
Is it?
Where's that damn fourth Chaos Emerald?
The object fell into the middle of the plaza. Looks like some kind of strange device. It's beautiful, shining, crystalline light is spilling through openings in the device.
Fall back! Get out of here! We've got to get away from that thing.
Just as Lanhart shouts, jets of gas blast out of the device in all directions. One of the men who was hit by the gas suddenly screams and falls to the ground.
Well, let's see.
What is it? What's going on?
Just run! Run!
The cloud of gas expands, engulfing the shouting soldiers who immediately fall to the ground and lie motionless. Lanhart's mind is on the device, now hidden within the crowd as he orders his troops to retreat. That gem-like shine, it was unmistakable at the gleam of Zicterium that the queen had shown him before. Everything's connected here. And when it looked that the loyalist troops were about to subdue the rebels, they were beaten by the monster in the sky. Shortly thereafter, Nemo's crowing from the massive floating machine tells them everything. The airborne fortress is named the Nautilus. The ship would pull Britain, and eventually all the world, into war, and will continue to fuel those flames for all time. And this ship has become the seat of God for Finis and the rebels, and the throne of the devil to Lanhart and the others.
Sounds like a Kingdom Hearts song, like at the end of Kingdom Hearts 1.
Yeah, that's yeah. Chapter 12, Code Realize.
Oh my god!
shit.
Oh,
Name drop.
shit.
Name drop.
Name drop. Not the last chapter, surprisingly. There's one more
Oh.
after this one. Ellipses. Ellipses again. I can hear birds chirping. They sing gently of peace from far beyond the window. I think this is the dad. Who's the dad?
Adrak! Wake up, Adrak.
Someone gently shakes me and I open my eyes. I see a blurry shape standing near me. My mind is still hazy, but I'm unable to discern who this person is.
Wait, that's the wrong voice.
I can't tell, but I know this person is someone important, someone I care deeply for. I let this person wake me as if nothing is out of the ordinary.
Come on, wake up. Always sleeping in late. Napping on the grass is no place for an... You should try being more like Finis.
Crom? Sorry, but isn't it impolite to enter a lady's room uninvited?
Tell me that again once you start acting like a gender.
Fine. Always talking about gender, Dad. I sit up annoyed.
Wake up and get dressed. I'll be waiting for you in the dining hall.
The person leaves and I put my arms through the sleeves of my clothes, still feeling drowsy. I'm not wearing gloves, and the clothing I wear doesn't look or feel like anything special. Even so, the things I touch don't melt. But for some reason, all this feels completely natural. This is me, but not me. I feel like I'm reliving the memories of some other person. I leave the room and head for the hall.
Finis?
Finis?
Is this Finis?
It is Tiny Finis.
Mummy, why can't I eat yet?
It was me, my mom.
How many times have you asked that? You know we don't eat until we're here and we've said our prayers, all right?
Oh, when is sister gonna get here?
I hear voices.
Honey, are you sure you woke her up? Did you give her a proper scolding for sleeping in?
Ah, yes, dear. A right proper scolding.
Dear, you need to be tougher on the kids.
You need to be less abusive.
You need
Whoa.
to shut the fuck up. Well, why don't we just go ahead and start without her?
My brother, always trying to sound like a grown-up, and my mother, kind yet firm. Really firm. And then there's father, who seems a little bit timid. I smile and open the door to the dining hall.
Oh, finally! Your late sister.
Who's saying this?
One of them.
Good morning, Ajax.
This is Dad.
Good morning. Next time, you be sure to get up and dress in time for breakfast. Do you hear?
I smile and nod.
Smile and wave, boys.
I smile, wave. I will.
Smile
Good
and wave.
morning. The me in this dream is most definitely myself, but it also feels like a complete stranger. And then, although I smile towards them all, tears stream down my cheeks. Ellipses. Ellipses again. I can hear the clock ticking. That's when I finally remember everything that has transpired, as well as the situation I find myself in. Oh, fuck. No! I was taken inside the Nautilus and immediately restrained by the Twilight soldiers who had been waiting for me within. Then they attached a strange device to the ha 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 ha. And a moment later, I felt a body-splitting pain and screamed. After a while, I fainted. Had like a weird fucking hallucination, too. I opened my eyes to try and make sense of it all. For a moment, I feel like I'm still in the crypt beneath St. Paul's Cathedral. This large celestial globe, Finis's main body, is right in front of me. I can't move. It seems that my feet have been tied to the seat I've been placed in. And then I notice that the clothing I'm wearing has been changed. This outfit. They're the clothes I wore when I used to be in Wales.
Oh, are you awake? I prepared those for you.
I look up at his sudden voice and see that Finn is looking full of joy.
They're exactly the same as what Father made for you.
But I can't be a train conductor.
These are much better. Your original was apparently not a morning person. It seems Father was always scolding you.
My brother, the monster, laughs cheerfully. But beneath his smile lies an unsatiable madness. What are you gonna do to me? And what was that device? The one he attached to the ha-ha-ha when I got here?
Device? Oh, that. It was for an emergency supply of sorts.
A supply?
Yes, a supply.
A supply?
Yes, a supply. This ship, the Nautilus, operates using a machine called the Gravity Alleviator.
The Gravity Alleviator?
Yes, the Gravity Alleviator.
Venice begins to answer my question with a boastful look.
It's thanks to that device that we were able to collect my main body, but it is very inefficient. Even if we had I don't need you talking to me. Even if we had a tremendous amount of fuel ready, we would only be able to run the device for a moment.
What's fuel?
The ship was just about to crash because of the strain it had undergone.
Whoa, undergone? His voice is still filled with joy.
Does have tape for her mouth, please?
That's the food you put in the whole situation.
That is why we need your ha-ha. Its massive energy was needed to supply the ship.
What's the
Don't say a mate. Don't even.
Why are my boobs out? He glanced down at my chest. Why are they out? It doesn't look like any different. But the supply device from earlier is no longer attached. I can't believe that the ha is what's keeping the ship aloft.
Aloft?
Like these boobs.
You can't, but it's true. A perpetual source of infinite energy, the force that transcends all. That is Bazongas. I mean, the ha-ha.
The horologium.
Whoa. Well, you pronounce it. The expression is one of elation.
Who said that?
He's unable to contain his glee and speaking of how clever his own father is. Then he produces something from a pocket. A pendant, shining red. Everything's fucking connected. That's right. The same pendant that Finis showed me in the underground facility.
Using your body as the catalyst, the hubba is already nearly complete. Almost said it there. Whoops. This, sister, is the final component.
His smile gives me a bad feeling.
Sister, history will change dramatically from this very moment with Father's immense power.
Stay away.
From the summoner!
No.
My words are sharp yet firm. Even though I may sound confident, I am afraid. What events might this pendant put into motion? I already have an idea, and I don't like it.
I'm afraid I can't.
Finis smiles gently, then tears away my shirt from my chest. Ah!
Oh,
No!
Get out! Oh,
The tits
no.
are out. Okay, we're just gonna stare at them.
Okay.
We're just staring at them. I see the ha on my chest glowing slightly and blinking rhythmically as if it has a pulse. Naughty cat girls in your area.
Stop.
That's a perfect spot for them for that.
Then he slowly brings the pendant closer to it. Tinnitus. The pendant begins to emit a high-pitched tone like ringing in my ears, like tinnitus. At the same time, my chest begins to heat up, becoming burning hot.
Look at how this pendant goes with your titties.
It matches. The burning pain is
They
so
complement each other.
so horrible that I stop myself from screaming. Ah, my boobs. The pendant glows a bright red, and the ha pulses start to synchronize with those of the pendant. And the more the ha pulses, the more I feel a strange sensation, like my body is being reassembled from within. Ah.
Bro, you're saying you're getting rearranged?
Ah. The heat from the ha spreads through my body. I feel like I'm melting. Just as I think I'm about to pass out from the pain. Without warning, the pendant in Finis's hand shatters. And when that happens, the intense heat and pain I've been feeling vanishes. Gasp. Gasp. I glare at Finis, breathing unevenly, yet he just looks down at me dispassionately.
And now, all the preparations have been completed. All we have to do at this point is wait. Sister, once the ha has been extracted from your body, my job here is done.
They're extracting my tits for the transition.
Our family will finally be united, tits and all.
That's not what I want.
You'll want it eventually. Because we are monsters after all.
Oh my god.
You don't need to grow new boobs to have a transition. His beautiful smile suddenly twists into a rictus of agony. Thanks, Thesaurus.
What is with this?
He tears at his
dialogue.
He tears at his throat, violently twists his neck from side to side. But all the while, he still looks like he's smiling.
Look, sister. That moment of transformation, your energy has caused Father to stir.
Finally, he's awakening for his tits. Finis?
Father truly is an amazing man. Everything is exactly as he had imagined.
Oh. Finis topples to his knees and raises his face towards the heavens.
Father, my body is yours.
Oh my god.
Father, Father, I fucking hate this.
He falls silent. Man, yeah, the giant globe, his main body emits a subtle light. The entire machine begins to make a quiet sound. At the same time, hello? Hi?
Do we get a full body shot?
Yo, I think we're getting a whole body
Oh my
shot.
God.
Oh, yo. Finis, who had been completely emotional, slowly rises to his feet. His eyes, like two clear glass beads, stared intently at me.
Ellipses.
He's so cold and silent. Who are you? Something has changed in him. I understand intuitively that the person standing in front of me is no longer Finis.
Don't dead name him.
Who are you? Who are you? My voice trembles.
Should I?
Yep, that's you, buddy.
No, both at the same time. Both at the same time.
My dear daughter.
Daughter.
It's been so
long.
Just do every other word.
Yeah.
Oh God.
The voice
okay, sure.
The voice coming out of Finis's mouth sounds like him, and yet it isn't.
I'm
so
happy
to
see
you.
I
truly
am.
He gently touches my cheek. Instantly, his hand begins to dissolve. The sound of smoke dissipate into the air around us. However, he doesn't even flinch. Even as his fingertips melt, he slides his hand over the ha 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 ha. Ew.
Buddy.
Stop. Ew.
It's
a
beautiful
light.
Thank
you,
Adrak. My
my
long cherished
wish
will
finally
come
true.
Come.
His voice unmistakably Finis in, yeah.
Oh.
Hey, we're kind of doing
Every one of his words serves memories that lie deep inside me.
every other word.
Yeah.
Yeah, every other word is just the brain compensating.
Adrak.
My
beloved
daughter.
You
will
lead
the
people
from
God's
cradle
to
the
expansive
world
of
knowledge.
I'm tempted to mute one of you just to see how the conversation sounds with just one.
Oh my God.
Like every other word.
Perfect. Ellipses.
Adrak.
It
All
begins
with
you
Begins you.
I
love
you
so
much,
my
dear
daughter.
Are you father?
Well, yes.
That
Right.
I Isaac.
Beckford.
I
Created
both
you
and
Finis.
in
Order
to
execute.
code
Realize.
Oh my God, title drop?
I
Will
become
this
world's
shepherd bah.
Father's voice is quiet and filled with something like sadness. Why? I look up at Father and ask him in a raspy voice, why would you do something like this? All for a pair of tits?
What
do
you
mean?
why?
His blank gaze triggers an anger within me. After all that he's done, how can he show so little emotion? I've seen so much death. London is in complete turmoil right at this moment. Isn't that right, London? See, London can't even answer me. Many people died in battle. Others were engulfed in flames, leaving behind nothing but charred corpses.
Jeez.
I've seen so many gruesome sights.
We've seen Van Helsing die.
We've seen Van Helsing die on Valentine's Day. I don't know anything about an eternal war guiding humanity. But this, it can't be right. Isaac, no. Father watches me in silence. A world war. Guiding people to this future by killing so many. There's no way this could possibly be anything but evil. It's a terrible course of action that will only lead to misfortune, creating great sadness and suffering. No matter how lofty his goals are, how could he go through with causing such a tragedy for many without hesitation? I assail him with all my doubts and questions about his plan. Ellipses. Ellipses? There's double ellipses, eventually. I reached a certain question that had been lying in the depths of my mind. It's something that I myself hadn't even realized was there for a long, long time. A thought that perhaps emerged when I first found out what I am. Finnis said that you loved me, Father.
And
I
do.
Father's response is soft. If you love me, then why did you create me?
Ellipses.
Ellipses.
A pathetic doll that can only pretend to be human. Why? Why did you create me? If you love me, why? Just to use me as a catalyst to create the ha? How could you create a monster like me who can't even touch another person? My voice trembles. I can't touch anyone. I can't even feel another person. I just wanted to be normal. How could you do this?
Ellipses.
He gives me nothing but silence in return. The quiet seems to go on forever. The Nautilus provides a background sound, a low, heavy rumble. I simply wait for Father to answer.
I
Understand.
now.
Aye, Captain.
However,
Unfortunately,
Adrak,
you.
misunderstand.
I
Do
truly
love
my
daughter
but
to
be
more
specific
you
aren't
her.
What?
I
Love
the
image
of
my
daughter
which
has
been
recreated
in
you
a
monster.
What are you talking about?
you
Were
created
based
on
my
daughter's
own
life.
in
Other
words
something
akin
to
her apple bottom.
jeans.
Boots with the fur. Oh, what are jeans, guys? The primary Asian variant organism
my
genetic
fucking
code.
God.
Oh, okay, thank you.
All
That
was
left
of
her
living
cells
after
the
house
burned
down.
The house burned down?
Yes.
I realize that I have a very distant picture of that home in my memory. It's most likely a memory from Adrak, whose body my own was based on.
Your
appearance
voice
and
physical.
mannerisms.
I
See
traces
of
her
in
them.
He turns kind and affectionate eyes towards me. However, I know that's not really me that he's seeing.
even
So,
these
things
are
mere
shadows.
your
Body
is
unmistakably
my
daughters.
I
Can't
contain
the
joy. Oh my god.
I
Feel
seeing
you
before
me.
His words burn me inside. I wasn't brought into this world because someone wanted me. Just like Finis, I'm a doll that had been created as a tool to further Father's plan. It's all my very existence has ever been.
Ah,
we've
run
out
of
time.
your
Oh,
is
still
not
yet.
complete. God damn it.
And
I
can
only
remain
awake
for
a
short
time.
I
Will
see
you.
again.
It
Was
only
for
a
brief,
moment.
but
I'm
glad
that
I
was
able
to
see
you.
again.
With this, he slowly closes his eyes. The strange bluish white light that had been surrounding him fades. And as it fades, Finis once again quietly opens his eyes.
I was so fucking kidding.
His laugh sounds partly mad and partly sad. Ah, since that Finis is back.
Father, so soon. Your dream will become a reality so soon.
So soon.
His expression almost looks like ecstasy.
Ugh.
Starting an eternal war and continue the loss of life that has already taken so many. How can he look so happy when faced with the prospect of such tragedy? Why? I can't help but ask. I can't bring myself to comprehend the way he or Isaac think. Why, Finis? Father, Isaac is wrong, no matter how you look at it. If his plan becomes a reality, so many innocent people are going to die. Not just me, but you! We'll both disappear from this world. Finis cocks his head to one side, looking genuinely confused.
So, what if we do? There's nothing about it that would trouble us. Once we accomplish this, Father will surely love us. Isn't that enough? From my own perspective, I don't see why you.
He starts to say something, then frowns. I can tell from where I sit that he is gradually becoming agitated.
Ah, I see. You're taking his love for granted. You're You're a martyr. And yet you think that someone would have the heart to love you.
Why are you calling me a monster?
You are one, even though that's impossible.
What's a monster?
You don't even need to know.
He comes at me in rage and forcibly grabs me by the hair with his left hand. Ow! As I twist in pain, he continues to shout, his words pouring forth endlessly.
You'll probably never understand, since Father already loved you.
I'll never understand.
You never will, and he never loved me. He despised me, hated me, and you'll never comprehend how that feels.
I do know how that feels. He doesn't truly love me. He loves his daughter. I'm just based on her.
Shut up! So what if it's only false love? At least you were loved. What's the problem with that? You don't know what it's been like for me. He never even smiled in my direction.
Dennis. His quaking voice saddens me more than it frightens me.
It's so unfair. Why you, when he doesn't even love me at all?
The anger gradually subsides from his voice, leaving only sadness. A pitch black sadness, like a vast emptiness. Ah, I realize something now. The person who is most aware of their own status as a monster, and the most aware of being a doll and a monster, the person who is also the saddest and the most alone. It's not me. The other half of Isaac's cursed children, who is created just as I was never looked upon with love, is Finis.
If only you didn't exist.
He grabs me by the throat, his fingers digging into my flesh through the fabric of my shirt. I'm unable to resist at all.
Imagine we just end stream there. With the eyes closed.
All I can do is drift slowly into the darkness. Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom.
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 We're opening the door to darkness. Ellipses.
Where are we?
I don't know.
Who knows anymore?
The silence is thick, making the ticking of the clock seem unnaturally loud. We're currently all Who are we? We're currently all gathered in a deserted factory, which is being used as a base for the provisional government.
I guess the rest of the crew. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Wait,
Myself.
The whole crew.
oh my god.
Van Helsing.
Oh, wait.
Victor, Impy, Saint Germain, Delacroix II. Sholmes, Victoria, and Lionheart.
Every single one of Matcha's characters is here.
Everyone's here.
Everyone is here.
And other government and military staff. The primary members who survived the earlier battle have all gathered here.
Let's go over the current state of affairs.
Oh shit, I'm like, I have to get out of mode.
Victoria's ghost expression is stern as she says this.
The mission to take back control of St. Paul's Cathedral was a success. We've put down most of the rebelling forces left in London, and those that remain won't pose a problem. And yet, we are still unable to return to the palace. That behemoth glaring down on all of us from the sky makes Buckingham Palace too big of a target to risk going back out there, and I am not going outside.
Would it be possible to use the turrets along the outer wall to shoot it down?
One of the military men poses a question.
It's too high in the air, and it's difficult to tell if firing on it will prove to have any effect at all. Those things are pretty resilient.
Government staff.
But how can such a large craft even stay aloft? It doesn't look like something a few guys barely can manage.
We have an expert who can speak to that, Mr. Impy Barbicane.
The vampire.
The vampire!
At Victoria's bidding, Impy stands up. He seems to have a much more serious look on his face than usual.
Okay, first of all, vampire thing, total rumor.
Oh my god, a vampire!
Also, who said that? You're wrong. The Nautilus flies due to the effects of a special device called the Gravity Alleviator.
Impy goes on to provide a simple explanation of how it works. The Gravity Alleviator. The very thing Impy had been looking for.
It's all fucking connected!
How ironic that this is how he finally finds it. After so much searching, even on his route. Nobody on Earth is a bigger advocate for peace than Impy the vampire. And yet, the device he created is about to be used to start a war. He won't stand for this. According to Impy, we should sneak onto the Nautilus and disable the device. The most effective course of action would be to rid the Nautilus of its buoyancy and cause it to crash.
And there is something that I'd like to add regarding the Nautilus.
Victor is the next to speak up.
The poisonous gas weapon that the Nautilus deployed earlier. That gas is most likely Zicterium, which was the secret weapon used during the vampire.
What?
Those
know,
in
shocking.
Those in attendance break out into a murmur.
Murmur, murmur, murmur.
Murmur, murmur, murmur.
Murmur. It
Vampire.
was produced in large quantities during the war, but then disappeared. Perhaps Finis has been hiding it all along.
Delacroix II, who had already been warned in advance of this by Victor, still frowns, clearly displeased.
There is no question that allowing the Nautilus to roam free will cause many more to become victims of that weapon.
Victoria nods emphatically. You can't put these two characters next to each other.
Thank you for the explanation. I'll keep that in mind, Dr. Frankenstein. I too want that ship out of the air.
The Queen sighs quietly.
Let us review Isaac's and Finis's plan once more.
Victoria turns her steely eyes to me. I stand up, thinking it appropriate that I be the one to explain this, since I was the one who confronted Finis directly. All eyes are on me.
That's from Final Fantasy VIII.
Wow.
Code Realize is what Finis said was the name of the plan that Isaac put together. It is a plot to start a war that will involve every nation in the world and will last for an eternity. Apparently, there will be an absolute power controlling the evils of society, leading humanity into this endless war. The goal of this constant war is to spur the advancement of civilization through the invention of better technology. This will eventually elevate human society to a level which is currently forbidden to all but God. That's what they're after.
No matter how many times I hear it, it sounds like such an abstract, long-reaching, and ambiguous plan. I suppose the mind of a genius can never be truly understood.
Never
We'll
understand.
never understand.
Nobody
She-
will ever understand.
She sighs, then continues.
However, we cannot allow Britain to be lost to some insane plot.
Victoria announces an all-out attack to be made in 5 days' time, in order all forces to be gathered to face the Nautilus. Everyone in the room has a dark look on their face. The heavy toll of the battle for St. Paul's Cathedral. That, coupled with the appearance of the Nautilus, and the damage done by the use of Zicterium. It's fair to say that everyone is worn out by recent events, and our outlook isn't too optimistic. That goes even for my friends, and I myself probably have a dark expression on my face. Once the situation meeting has been called to an end, the military and government personnel all leave to start their tasks. Victoria's urge to fight on to the bitter end is driving all of them. And as for me, I stay behind, alone in the abandoned factory, looking absentmindedly at the filthy ceiling. How is she?
I'm being choked to death.
Hot.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Is she waiting for me in the belief that I'll come for her?
Whoa.
I'm learning something new about myself.
Or I click my tongue as an unwelcome image comes to mind. Adrak was taken away because of my failure. What could she be going through even now as I sit here?
I'm being choked.
Thinking this only makes me more anxious. That's why I'm going to save Adrak. I can't wait 5 days.
Neither can my lungs.
I return to St. Germain's mansion and enter Impy's engineering studio. That's where I find what I'm looking for. The ornithopter. I give it a quick once-over. Always wanted to be prepared, Impy made sure I was ready for takeoff at any time. I hesitate. What are my chances of succeeding if I go alone? What are the chances that I'll even get close to the Nautilus? The logical part of me tells me not to do it. This isn't brave. It's reckless. Suicidal. My hands ball into fists. I can almost hear rain in the back of my mind.
Oh shit, backstory.
For some reason, the image of my teacher's beaten, lifeless body comes to mind. 'Cause I have trauma.
Lifeless. I'm so lifeless right here.
I didn't want... It's not like I wanted to punish him for what he did. I didn't want things to end that way. I just wanted him to go back to how he was, for things to return to the way they used to be. And yet... That's right. I made the wrong choice when it really mattered. And I lost someone I truly respected. I might as well have killed him myself. I don't ever want to go through that again. I'm going to...
Where do you think you're going with that, sir?
I was Van Helsing.
Yeah.
I hear a voice from behind me. I turn around to find Van Helsing leaning against the wall, watching me coldly. Why is he here? Did he follow me?
Sorry, I was doing an impression that would surprise you. But I sensed something was off. I followed you here.
The question must have been playing on my face, for he answers it casually.
For someone normally as paranoid as you, not to notice me so obviously tailing you. You must have been pretty deep in thought, I take it.
Van Helsing turns his gaze to the ornithopter.
Were you planning to go alone?
I nod slightly. Adrak. She's in danger. I don't have time to wait for the military. Finis' objective is her Horologium. If he takes that away from her, she'll...
Ah!
Gay. What's so amusing?
What I find amusing is that you're so flustered when you're going to your own death. So unlike you, I had to laugh.
I don't have any witty response to that, so I say nothing.
You're nothing without your rationality. Think it through again.
My nationality is French.
Oh.
He's right. But I just can't give up.
What's the rush? Don't thieves need the patience to wait for an opportunity to present itself before they strike?
The woman I love is in danger. She could even be dead from
I'm being
choking.
choked. I'm being choked right now.
Hey, I loved her once too.
How can I not be in a rush? I'm shouting despite myself. I see Adrak's face again when we spoke right before the battle at St. Paul's. She said that she became human. Her smile when she had said this is still burned into my heart. She was finally able to smile from the bottom of our heart. Her happiness is just beginning. I'll do anything to protect that smile. If I don't go, who will? Van Helsing just stares at me, and the empty silence compels me to keep talking. The British troops are exhausted from all the fighting they've been doing. Victoria gave them 5 days, but who knows how long it may take to put together a force that could fight that behemoth. There's no time to waste. I'd rather die than lose her. Don't try to stop me, Van Helsing.
Stop you? Who said anything about stopping you? I'm saying you'll need as much manpower as possible to go up against that monster.
For a moment, I don't grasp his meaning, and I frown. But the manpower he speaks of. Are you saying... Van Helsing smiles, just a bit.
I'm not just a fan of those arrogant fools up there. I'm just not a fan of those arrogant fools up there. Take me with you. We'll bring down that thing before they even know it.
Hey, I'm coming too, obviously. I've been searching for that thing all this time, and I aim to keep a promise I made.
Alright, vampire.
I have some tragic backstory, too.
Can't let them use the Zicterium however they please, either. That's what I'm concerned about.
My eyes grow wide as I see Impy and Victor appear. You guys, how...
You looked like you had a lot of weight on you at the meeting, and Impy and I figured that you'd be here.
Impy shrugs to confirm Victor's reasoning. So that pretty much read my mind. I'm thankful for my friends, but at the same time, I feel a bit pathetic. Hey, 14 boy.
So we have ourselves a little strike force here, but now we're gonna get into the Nautilus. How are we gonna get into the Nautilus?
Huh? There's no way that we'd all fit in the ornithopter.
As we're discussing this,
Oh shit.
Well. So you've gone ahead of it and started the discussion without me. Don't you all think that's a little cold?
looks like the gang's all here. Saint Germain smiles elegantly as usual, then looks straight at me.
I have a suggestion. Most likely, it is the one way that we can save her.
We notice 2 figures behind Saint Germain. Where is my cup? One is heavily armored woman, and the other is an elderly lady in a wheelchair. Neither of them seems very suited for a place like this.
I'll lend you a hand, Mr. Gentleman Thief.
The elderly woman smiles as she says this. Oh, I don't get a fucking line. Cool.
Nope.
That was it. Well, goodbye.
I think we're gonna call it there tonight.
Okay.
with the reveal of Omnibus and, you know, the mystery person who didn't say a fucking thing.
I'm back.
Welcome back. So yeah, next stream might be the end. The thing is, like, these last 2 chapters of Lupin's Rat are very long, so I don't know. We might finish it next week, might not.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're almost done.
Yeah.
Oh my
First
God.
full Atoma game done.
Oh my god.
Yeah. That means my favorite reveal of Code Realize is coming up next stream, I think.
Oh god.
So
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, my absolute favorite reveal, Matcha, you're gonna shit your pants. It's
Oh
so
my
good.
God.
Yeah.
I'm
I'll
so
make
ready.
sure to not eat stinky foods that day.
Yes, make sure. But yeah,
That's a good plan.
it is the best reveal ever, and I've been biting my tongue about this for a year.
It's so good.
Because I was going to like tell you guys after we finish like our first route in this, because I didn't think we'd be finishing it, but then we decided to continue. we were a vampire all along. Yeah, that's the reveal. You spoiled it.
You spoiled it, Mon.
God damn.
Mom, what the
I
fuck?
believe we're a vampire.
Oh, fuck.
We are vampire.
We are all vampire.
Yeah, all of us are vampire. So yeah, I'm gonna see who we're gonna raid. So next week is going to be that. Yeah.
And if we finish it next week, then it's Ignis's run. I get to talk some more.
Back to the cafe. Back
to the cafe.
Back to the cafe.
Yes.
Can I suggest someone?
Who you want to raid?
Salem is streaming Final Fantasy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll raid Salem. Let's do that. I hung out with them this weekend too.
Let's do it.
We're gonna raid Salem. Let me pull them up. If Twitch decides to behave, goddamn.
Twitch has been weird this week.
Yeah, Twitch has been really weird this week. Like it's hardly loaded things half the time I pull it up. Twitch is a small indie company by a small business known as Amazon. you know, they need all the help they can get. Yeah, let me pull that up. All right, so next week is going to be maybe with a huge asterisk on it. Maybe we'll be finishing up Code Realize. Like if we don't, it's going to be a really short stream next time. So I might also queue up Cafe Enchanté. I don't fucking know. We'll see what happens next week. Anyway, we're gonna be reading Salem, who is playing Final Fantasy 14 online. Yeah, they're going through Realm Reborn MSQ. So yeah. Early game shit.
Just did the manor.
Oh, it's just the manor. Cool. Yeah, anyway, thank you guys for joining us. We will be back next week. And yeah, everyone say bye.
Bye.
Bye.